According to the Workers' Compensation Board, more than 200 workers from Alberta and Saskatchewan died last year due to workplace injuries and disease. As Bart Padiasic reports, some in the city are not surprised by those numbers.
No, they're not. It's unfortunate, but it's a fact, and that's the reason we're here.
Aztec Safety provides training and seminars to companies from around the region. Johnston says one problem that she's seeing is the rate that incidents are reported.
We need to stop thinking about it as squealing on our fellow man or whatever, and start thinking about it as reporting an incident, which then, a policy will be put in place, and the next time, somebody will do it safely.
According to a representative from Lloydminster Construction, the border city has done well in avoiding workplace injuries so far.
We have had a lot of companies that have been very involved in safety and take safety as a #1 priority. So we are seeing less incidents.
Lloydminster Construction is also hosting free events during the North American Safety and Health Week in the city. Carson speaks to the importance of keeping safety on the mind.
Workplace safety is very important because we do want every person that goes to work in the morning to come home at night, either to their family or to loved ones.
And according to Johnston, safety isn't just a one-week event.
We need to create a safety culture. It can't. You've heard it said before. Lots of times, I'm quite sure everybody's heard it said, safety is a priority. Safety is our priority. Well, I hope it's not, because priorities change. Safety needs to be a culture. It needs to be a way of thinking. It needs to be a second nature.
N.A.O.S.H goes from May 5th to the 11th. For more information on safety events and how to sign up, visit lloydconstruction.ca. Bart Padiasic, Newcap News.
Now this Friday, Lloydminster City Hall will hold a minute of silence in commemoration as they take part in National Day of Mourning. The number of victims seeking help following a crime is increasing in our region. It's National Victims of Crime Awareness Week, and the program director at Midwest Victim Services says referrals to the program in the last year are up by 7%.
That doesn't necessarily reflect what's going on in terms of crime in our community. In fact, the crime rate seems to be declining.
Hoburg says this week is a chance for people to become more aware of the services available in our region.
No one's immune to crime. It doesn't matter what area of the city you live in, the lifestyle you lead. Certainly being involved in high-risk activities puts you at an increased risk, but crime happens to everyone regardless of who they are.
This year's theme is We All Have a Role. Hoburg says no matter what type of crime you have been a victim of, you might be feeling shattered or violated.
Somebody who's been involved, in a property crime, had some vandalism or a break and enter to their home, that might be a very traumatic incident for them.
The program serves victims in Lloydminster, Maidstone, Onion Lake, Turtleford, and Thunderchild. And with only 2 employees, Victim Services is in need of volunteers. You're asked to call 306-825-1380 for more information. Meanwhile, Cold Lake's Victim Services made a touching donation to the city today. More than 300 trees were donated to the city of Cold Lake, an initiative started by Victim Services Program Coordinator Dave Zimmerman in honor of each case from last year.
Wanted to start off by on Earth Day, do a presentation to the city. And give them 303 trees, which represents the victims of crime and tragedy that they had last year.
Despite helping the city beautify the community, Zimmerman says it's disappointing to have so many trees to give away.
It is a shame that victims of crime happens, but I guess in terms of awareness and people knowing where to go and who to go to for help, it's a good thing.
National Victims Awareness Week wraps up on Saturday. More than $300,000 worth of repairs will be made on the roof of the Lloydminster Leisure Centre. The first phase was originally approved in August, but early snowfall pushed repairs back to April.
I did find that in starting those repairs that we do have some further structural integrity that could be compromised to the safety of both our employees and to the public in general.
Sauer says the repairs are scheduled to be completed as early as late May, and it won't affect the facility's hours.
The idea now is that we won't have to close it so that it will stay open. It is the only indoor facility that we have.
Total repairs are estimated to cost more than $670,000. In this week's Pet Project, we meet Gladys and Nibbler, two pets looking for their forever homes. Graham and Jenny have more on the furry friends.
This is Gladys. Gladys is a Basset Hound Terrier cross. She's 8 years old. She's spayed. She's updated on her vaccinations. She's microchipped. She just needs her rabies vaccine once she's adopted.
Gladys is a really sweet girl that loves to get attention, and even though she's an older gal, she still hasn't lost her spunk. She has a lot of energy. She loves to go on walks and play with toys and cuddle with a buddy. And because she is an older gal, she can be adopted at a discounted rate. And we also have our Seniors for Seniors program for elderly people looking to adopt elderly animals.
This is Nibbler. Nibbler is a 4-year-old orange tabby. He is neutered, up to date on his vaccinations, microchipped, and will need to get his rabies vaccination once he's adopted. And he's been here at the SPCA since November 13th.
Yeah, and he's a pretty laid-back cat. He likes to explore his surroundings, lots to see and smell, but he also really likes people attention and loves to cuddle and be held. He, however, doesn't enjoy the company of other cats, so it would be best if he went to a home where he's the only cat in the house. But he would make a wonderful addition to any home.